Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Awino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, I said something here that if there is one of the major things that is really killing Kenyans, not physically, but financially, that is making a lot of people lose jobs, lack jobs, struggle financially, is this issue of corruption. And I also narrated this story by saying that you find that if there is one of the places that you can just get into within a span of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. Maybe you are broke, you didn't have money, but this money comes very fast. Is politics, because that is where you'll find that if at all you are an MP, you'll be given constituency CDF money, you'll keep it. You'll be given funds for infrastructure, you'll put in your pocket. You'll divide. You'll find up that you end up finding that you have a lot of money in your account, but it has just come within a span of short years, unlike when you're doing other things. But if the problem is that when it ends, it ends very fast. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because today William Ruto was talking about issue of corruption, and he was saying that we should find ways of ending corruption.
I recognize that good governance is a key factor in the success of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. Governance is crucial for fostering an environment conducive to socio-economic transformation. To realize our aspirations, we must all strengthen our commitment to the rule of law, enhance access to justice, promote national values and principles of governance, and protect fundamental rights and freedoms. Enforcing zero tolerance to corruption is essential for the attainment of all these goals. To achieve this, the government is committed to further strengthen our anti-corruption institutional framework. In this regard, the enhanced implementation of the National Ethics and Anti-Corruption Policy, Sessional Paper Number 2 of 2018, is critical. Our aim is to significantly reduce the severity of corruption and the prevalence of unethical practices by providing a comprehensive framework to promote integrity and combat corruption in a sustainable manner. And that is why I believe in building the institutional capacity of EACC to forestall corruption before it happens and to deal with the challenges of corruption in a manner that is a whole of institution approach. I acknowledge the notable milestones achieved by the EACC in the fight against corruption, particularly through the recovery of corruptly acquired assets and unexplained wealth.
But I've been asking myself this question since he made that statement, that is it really true that we can end corruption, yet the owner, the master of corruption himself, is the one that is telling Kenyans that we find ways of ending corruption? And that one brings me to this issue. Alias Anjo, the CS of mining, is saying that, but the CS of mining exposed that last year, there is a total of 1.6 billion Kenya shillings that was used in doing census of fish in Indian Ocean. I know you've not had it right. Alias Anjo is saying that last year, during Vinya's time, they used, the CS of mining the government used 1.6 billion Kenya shillings to count fish in the Indian Ocean. So I was asking that, why were they, okay, if at all they counted the fish in the whole Indian Ocean, how many fish were found? Can we be told the number of fish that were found, that were counted in Indian Ocean? If they cannot tell us the number, how many colors were there? Counting fish in the Indian Ocean using government money, 1.6 billion. How crazy is that? The whole of Indian Ocean, they are counting fish inside Indian Ocean. And probably, I don't know whether Alias and you wanted also to be given some funds also to do the same, but I don't know. So are you seeing where we are heading? That is the direction that we're heading to. The government using government's funds to do census for fish. Okay, why could have instead of doing census for fish, why did they decide to use it maybe to do census for the cows and goats, animals that are walking, that at least you can count? How can you count fish? Counting fish is not easy. And on the issue of this issue of Jkia, Osoro is saying that the reason as to why the government is deciding to hand over the Jkia to Adani is because government does not have money. Osoro is saying that the government does not have enough money to repair Jkia, and that is why they're handing it over to Adani.
The issue at the airport is not about profit; it's corruption.
Which Motanab raised from the airport.
It is not true.
It is not sufficient to facelift the airport.
Why?
To the standard. The budget is 97 billion USD. It is not possible. Whatever it is, 46 billion Kenya shillings. You need 10 of that. 46 times 10 times 100 and whatever times 10 times the 46 billion you go at lift to the standard.
Why is practical? It's difficult for government to report a public.
But that is what we are doing. That is why I'm here.
No,
that is why people.
You have not brought it. You are actually brought the hearsay.
No. It is.
Where is the document?
You know,
agreement.
It.
Yeah, Senate.
You are not getting the point.
No, I explained why we need the public-private.
The stage Tore Nyakundi, it is called preliminary stages. At the point where the public will be required to share. That is why even all the stakeholders, including the workers of Kenya Airports Authority, have been invited to the table. Once it has been fine-tuned, it will be shared in the public. Right now, it hasn't even been signed. There is nothing that has been done so far. It is the engagement. It's only preliminary.
So, being that the government does not have money, so it is easy for us to give it to Adani because Adani is the one that have money that they can do everything possible to retrieve or to retrieve. Yet I really wonder. Jkia has been working. So no one can lie to us that the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport is in a very critical condition that needs someone to come and rescue it. And for this person to rescue Jkia, then what needs to be done is that we need to hand over everything, all the documents, everything to this person that is coming to repair for us the Jkia. The government is really lying to us. Government is really lying to us. And Pasaris also found it very hard today, by the way.
Kenya Airways to Johannesburg. I represent Kenya in the Pan-African Parliament. So we have a sitting starting Monday. So we are going early to prepare for the sitting accreditation, etc. So the flight is for 12 noon. I know there'll be a delay. Kenya Airways gave us the notifications that flights were delayed, but we should still come to the airport. I hope that we will be able to resolve the issues. I think this was a strike notice that was given, and I feel sometimes that as government, we need to be able to sit and discuss. I think Kenyans just, first of all, Kenyans have to understand what is it that the Adani Group is going to provide. Now, I have actually been to Ahmedabad quite a number of times because that's where my husband goes for medical attention. And in Ahmedabad, the Ahmedabad airport has been done by the Adani Group. And the first time I went to Ahmedabad 4 years ago, it was a very mediocre airport. Today, it's 1 5-star airport. All right, I've been to estates within Ahmedabad built by the Adani Group. I think one of the biggest challenges that we have in this country and everywhere in the world is that when you have a tender of any sort or a partnership of any sort, and I've been a victim of that with my Adopt a Light project, or when you have an idea and you come in to try and get that contract, there are going to be many other people that want that contract. So I think what's important is that the government should come clear. And I mean, that's the reason why you have a government spokesman. Break it down so that people understand everything. So how much money is the Adani Group going to put? Because I'm a parliamentarian, I'm not in the transport committee, and I want answers too. So I want to know how much money is the Adani Group going to put into refurbishing the airport? What are they going to do?
She's trying to defend Adani. I really wonder the kind of government, the kind of leaders we have in the government. You know very well that this thing is wrong. People does not want this. But instead, you are taking us back to where we are coming from. People does not want Adani. Adani is a no-go zone. Everybody is against Adani, and it has even stopped people from traveling abroad. People who have got the business people maybe who does their jobs abroad and come back. You know, we have such kind of people who operate in and out of the country day in, day out. It has stopped because the people, the KAA have decided to say that enough is enough, which is right. Let the government, and surprisingly enough, William Ruto does not even talk about it. He's not even talking about it. He's just talking about ending corruption. So I really don't know what to think concerning these words of William Ruto, that which Kenyans have got the power now to find ways of ending corruption. And also earlier Sanjo was saying that a total of 1.6 billion Kenya shillings was used last year to do the census for fish. I don't know what to think. That is all I have for today. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye bye.